Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Electro Horde. So today we're gonna unbox this Cassiopeia palm-top PC. It's model number E-10P. It's got 4 megabytes of RAM. This one's from around 1996. So you can see here the Windows 95 logo, and it is in Portuguese. That's why the box is completely in Portuguese, right? So here we have some more information about the computer. The minimum requirements for the computer: you need at least a 486-33 to run the software. Actually, you need a computer just to connect it to the computer using ActiveSync, which was the software that Microsoft developed to connect this kind of palm-top PCs to the computer. This one runs Windows CE. It's right here. So this is not a DOS palm-top PC like the ones I showed you before on the channel. This one is the first Windows CE palm-top that I'm showing here. And here we've got a lot more information. Well, it has a compact flash slot. It has infrared port, it has a headphone out, a few buttons to access different kinds of applications. And as I said, it runs ActiveSync on your computer, so you can sync the information stored on it. It has note taker, it has a voice recorder, and it also has mobile channels, which was a way to download information from the internet and store it offline on the palm-top PC so you can read it on the go. And well, I guess that's about it. It is made in Japan. It was manufactured in Japan. So let's get it open and see what's inside the box, right? So, first thing we get when we open up the box are the manuals. So, here we have let's put this sideways so I can show you. So here we have a CD with a product ID from Microsoft. Let's get this thing open. Let's take everything from the package. Well, here we have a CD. This is not actually Windows here. This is just ActiveSync and a few other applications that you can install on your machine. But Windows CE is stored on the ROM on the palm-top. So Windows CE is not here actually on the CD. This is just a support CD for Windows CE, right? Here we have a registration card, the user manual here. Lots of information about how to use your palm-top computer. This is a quick start guide that shows you how to start using your computer for the first time. This is also another basic quick start guide which tells you how to put batteries and how to locate the different buttons and controls. Just a support card, and here we have a few other miscellaneous stuff. Here's the warranty certificate from the place where it was purchased, Digital Shop Commercial Limited. And well, I guess that's it for the papers. Let's put this aside. Let's get back to the box, shall we? So let's see what else have we got in here. Let's see under this. Well, we've got a few stuff here. This is just a piece of cardboard. Here we have a screen protector that goes on top of the palm top to protect the screen. Here we have a leather case, and inside here, well, it's upside down. And inside here we actually have the palm top itself with a cradle to sync the palm top. Let's get this out. We have something else in here. Let's get it all out. Let's put it here on the table. Let's set this box aside. And now let's take a closer look at the palm top, put some batteries and turn it on for the first time. So here we have the Casio itself. It's pretty small. You can see that it nicely fits in your hand. It's almost the size of an iPhone. I have this old iPhone 8 right here, and you can see that it's almost the same size. Obviously, it's much thicker than an iPhone, but the size is approximately the same. It runs Windows CE, as you can see here. It runs on 2 AA batteries. You have to actually put this on this position, and it runs on 2 AAA batteries. Here we have the pen to actually use the touch screen, and here we have a slot for a compact flash card, as you can see. Now let's try to turn it on for the first time, shall we? Well, first let me just show you the cradle. Well, here we got the cradle. It's a serial port cradle to sync the palm top. Here we have just a plastic support that you must fit here. I think it goes this way, yes. So this is how you use it. And it's not going in because there's a rubber protection down here, right? So you take it off and there we go. Okay, then you connect to your serial port on your Windows 95 PC, and you can use ActiveSync to sync all the information from Outlook, from the palm top to the computer, and from the computer to the palm top. We get this leather case here to carry it around. It's a pretty nice leather case, and it has survived for 30 years, so it's pretty high quality. Let's put this back in place because we're not going to sync it this time, right? There it goes. So let's get some batteries. I have a pair of envelopes here, and let's try to get this running, right? So I believe it goes this way, and now we just need to get the cover back in place. Here it goes. Set it to the lock position, and let's see what we get. Well, it's turning on. Shows this splash screen which says let's start. Hit action to continue. Action is this button on the side. So first we need to do the calibration, so we just need to tap on the center of this cross on every single point that it asks us to. There we go. So just hit action again, and now it's asking us to set the time. Contrast is a little high, as you can see, so everything looks too dark. And to decrease the contrast, I believe you just hold this button while you rock this switch down. Let's see if it works. Yes, it does. Much better now. Okay, so we got a much better contrast. I guess I pressed this thing when I shouldn't, so we just skip to the next screen. Okay, we can set the date, we can set the time. It's 13 p.m. Let's just leave the date as it is. Now it says that installation is finished. You just have to tap on the screen to continue. Okay, so we are greeted with a weak battery warning. This is just for the backup battery. I don't have a backup battery installed. It should go inside here. Let's see if I can get this open on screen. You just have to press this. It's actually kind of hard to get this open. There it goes. So right here you should use a CR2032 battery, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a 2016 battery that should go in here just for memory backup. See, this thing runs on RAM memory, so it's got no flash inside, so you lose all the contents of the memory if the power is lost. So you can only rely on the AAA batteries, the main batteries here. You have to have a backup. So when your main batteries run down or you have to replace them, you still have enough power from the backup battery to keep the memory contents, right? Of course, you can also save your information on the compact flash card, so you won't lose it in case of a complete power failure, right? So let's just skip this warning. I don't have a backup battery. Here you can set the information from the owner, so we'll just put here electro hoard. There it goes. Let's hit OK. So here we have the owner information. Here we have next appointments. I don't have any appointments, no tasks. And here we have the start menu. Well, as you can see, Windows CE was developed to look like Windows 95, as close as possible to Windows 95. So Windows 95 users would be pretty comfortable using it. As I said, this was launched in 1996, so it was back when Windows 95 was a big hit. It was the first Windows to have this start menu thing. And so here we can find the applications. We can go to Note Taker, for instance. This is just a quick tip. I'm not gonna let it show it again next time. So here we have Note Taker, and we can just write anything we want straight on the screen, and then we can save it. There it is, it's saved. Then we can double tap on it and it will open up again. We have voice recorder, tasks, note taker, mailbox, etc. Mailbox is just synchronized to your Outlook desktop computer with ActiveSync. Of course, you could use a modem here, an infrared. Here's the infrared port. You could use an infrared modem or even a compact flash card modem to connect this to the internet. But most of the times your mail would just be synchronized via ActiveSync. Here we have a few other programs. We have communications, here's ActiveSync. We have a few games. Actually, it only comes with Solitaire here. That's the only game, but of course you can install a lot of different apps using your computer with ActiveSync. Remember, you have to use applications designed specifically for Windows CE. Here we have a lot of configurations on our control panel, right? So let's see system. So what we have here is an MIPS 4000 processor with 4 megabytes RAM. Here we have some more memory information. Here we have about the task manager. And this one's running Windows CE 2.00. This was the second version of Windows CE. I did have a few palm tops that ran Windows CE version 1, but I don't have any anymore because they all ended up having screen problems and I couldn't get them repaired. So this is actually the oldest Windows CE device that I have now in my collection that it still runs and works perfectly fine. And let's get back here. If we click here, we get back to the desktop. And well, guys, I think that's it for today. Here we have the Cassiopeia E-10P, the unbox of the Cassiopeia E-10P. And on my next videos, I do plan on showing a few interesting stuff, how to install software on here, how to use the compact flash card slot, and also if you got one of these old Cassiopeias and you don't have the cradle to synchronize it, it's not a problem. I do intend to show you guys how to sync this vintage palm tops and vintage computers with other computers, and even how to transfer files using the infrared port. ActiveSync does support infrared. to synchronize the computer. So this is pretty interesting because most of the times you don't get, if you do get a vintage computer like this, you don't get the whole kit like I did here with the cradle and the software and the leather pouch and everything. So you actually don't need any of this to get this running. You can use the compact flash card slot to get files on here, and you can also synchronize it with Windows XP. You also don't need to use Windows 95. You can use Windows XP with ActiveSync and the infrared port on any computer that has an infrared port, or you can just buy a USB to infrared adapter to get this running. So this is a pretty interesting device. Like I said, it will not run regular x86 DOS applications. It needs especially developed Windows CE applications to run, but it's still pretty compact, pretty interesting. It has a pretty nice screen, really. It also has got some backlight. As you can see, the backlight is now on. I have lots of light here to get a good view on the video, but you can clearly see that you can still see the backlight on, even on a very bright place. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. I do plan on showing a lot of different and interesting devices on my next videos. And if you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to leave your comment below. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.